everybody! Welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth, Afterbirth. It stares me in the face. Play me, Daddy. Beat Mega Satan in the dark room in the same run. No! We haven't done Cain yet. You know what? I'm gonna do Cain Mega Satan. Because we just did it with Eve. It was close. Why don't we try to knock this shit out? Here's our seed. WG2B H2W1. Let's get some flippin' progress done. So that I can, you know, stop doing this stuff and I can alternate greed mode runs with chest runs. By the way, I'm not... Oh, Cain with the D6. Cain with the D6. I'm not negative. I enjoy doing the Mega Satan runs. I enjoy fighting Mega Satan. The only thing I don't like about it is having to be up in the air, be in limbo about whether or not the key pieces are going to be available. Most of the time they are, unless you fuck it up, but it's like a lot of pressure, right? When the only thing you have to do on the run is win, you know, there's more than one way to slice a turkey, right? Unless my father-in-law is to be believed. I don't know with that, you know, I've never eaten turkey with my father-in-law. Have you ever visited a Turkish prison, Billy? Tinted Rock? Tinted Rock does not have... Oh, I see one. You know, slicing a turkey, it seems like the kind of thing that there might be more than one way to do. Some people want a little white meat and dark meat at the same time. Some people want one or the other, you know? Personally, there's a huge, stigma attached with the dark meat. At least when I grew up. Maybe it's a cultural thing. But until I was 20, I was like, give me the white meat. What do I look like? Somebody who wants to eat those fatty, turkey legs or something like that? No way, dog. Give me that high-quality white meat. I think it's because, you know, when you look at, McDonald's or something like that, and they talk about, you know, they're made with 100% white chicken meat. You're like, okay, well, if they're bragging about it, it must be good. Then I got older, started regularly eating chicken thighs and stuff like that. Dark meat is delicious, man. Who's trying to sell us on this white meat only life here? You know, I love a chicken breast, don't get me wrong, but give me a chicken thigh any day of the week. I'm still into it. Give me a wing. See if I care. Basically, what I'm getting at is, you know, if you ask me white meat or dark meat, I say give me a little bit of both. Why not? You know, dark meat's got those essential fats and oils that keep the juice in. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Whenever I mention turkey, which happens a surprising amount, I think I'm going to take this for the black heart. Actually, could be useful. Whenever I mention turkey in a show, if we're going to call what I do shows, there's always maybe 20% of the people in chat are like, I don't like turkey, it's too dry. I want to tell you that I sympathize with your plight, but you've been living a lie. Turkey is not dry. I'll take that. But it was close. Unless it's cooked improperly. And a lot of cookies are cooked improperly. Now a lot of turkeys are cooked improperly. Cooked way too long. You know, to be fair, you know, you got a lot of things on your plate if you're making Thanksgiving dinner for your family. You don't want to give them all fucking food poisoning. So you fucking put that shit in there for 8 or 9 hours, right? If you brine a turkey, do it up nice and delicious, say, hey, let me know if your turkey's a little pink. We can put it back in the oven. That's okay. We're not going to lose too much of the essential juices out of there. And then try to fly a little close to the sun. You can have some delicious turkeys, I promise you that. But even a bad turkey's a good turkey, baby. Just put some gravy on it. Now we can actually see our secret rooms, which is a positive thing. Hopefully this one contains enough money to make the shop worthwhile. That is actually a really good haul out of that chest. We're up to 11 cents already. Okay, well, it basically contained enough money to make our shop worthwhile. Close. The only question is whether that's our item room next to it, and it's not. Oh, this is not good. Let's keep it up, though. Okay, I almost shit my pants when I entered this room, but there was no need to. It's totally fine. Where the heck is our item room? This doesn't seem right. Got 2 bombs left, enough money to buy something from our shop, but we want to use our key on our item room. So we already been to our item room. We got Spelunker's head, you dummy. Simultaneously, I realized that I am the idiot in this situation, and we're gonna... Oh, no, that was close. We're gonna go back and go to our shop. Hope to buy something good. Oh, a Diplopia, though. Oh, that Diplopia. Diplopia Check this out. Buy a Diplopia. Diplopia everything. Look at that. Already, we got a battery, baby, for free on the house. We got a free spirit heart. We got a free pill. It's a speed down. Not that interested. But what else did we get? A free reroll of the D6. We're rerolling our own D6, and now it has become a treasure map. Now, I know that some people, they get a little bent out of shape. They say, hey, what's going on? You gotta take Diplopia to the chest, double it, get 8 chest items. I agree. If we hadn't had the D6, I would have pursued that path. But with the D6, I'm happy to pull a treasure map and, I guess, like, a spirit heart. Wait, that doesn't seem that great. Oh, and battery baby. Yeah, battery baby was actually a really nice haul. I was like, if we could buy 2 battery babies, maybe we'd consider it. But, we didn't have the cash for it, obviously. But still, this is great. Now, we don't have to do... We can take deals with the devil, is what I'm getting at here. Wait a minute. No, we can't. No, we can't, because we're doing Mega Satan. You freaking idiot. Get out of here. You're going to be tempted. We can go to the chest. That's what I was going to say. Oftentimes, I treat those as mutually exclusive, but they're not mutually exclusive. They can exist independent of one another. So... Next, we're hoping for key pieces, which means we're going to be hoping to keep, Oh, fuck. Really wish I'd saved, or actually brought High Priestess in here, but, we're going to be hoping for key pieces, which means we save a bomb. Might take a little while to make it happen. That's okay. We'll save the bomb. Doesn't bother me at all. We also have a D6, which feels weird to not have, like, blank card per throw or something like that, but still be able to reroll items, so, we're going to be able to kind of get some good stuff from the angel room. Just don't be a complete idiot. Myself, I'm speaking to here, as I often do when the cameras are rolling. And don't re-roll the key piece. You're gonna feel real dumb. Yes, little chest. What's in the box? I think it's okay. Getting a nice little familiar chain behind us here. Man, I really want to go to the curse room, but we're going to do it the nice way, the way that is a little better for us by taking the Hanged Man card first, just so we save the half a Spirit Heart, which could be actually extremely relevant for us if we don't get Spirit Hearts on here, which we didn't. Just to make sure we keep our deal with the Devil/Angel precedent alive here. You know, we do still need to qualify for the deal with the Angel, even if it's less likely that we'll get the deal with the Angel here, because, you know, we just got to deal with the Devil on the last floor, you get that associated penalty, etc., etc. We got to give this the old college try. We got to stick in here. Not stick it in here. That's, you know, get that straight in your head. It can cause you a lot of problems. Go back for that. That is not our item room. Now, this is not a situation where I've gone to the item room on this floor already, right? And I've picked up Spelunker's Hat and find myself confused, disoriented for no reason. Lucky Toe? Nah, we'll keep our ability to... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. We'll keep our ability to open golden chests. I may have to go to the shop. I made the idiotic move of, no, we don't want this. I made the idiotic move of, wasting our last bomb. Hopefully we'll get another bomb drop. Seems conceivable, but, oh, that was so shitty. There's a chance that I'm incorrect. Bobs are on ahead. This is, like, super not worth it, but it's also a bomb, so I kind of want to see what's going on in here first. Please drop a bomb so that I can safely, like, feel safe re-rolling Bob's Rotten Head. They dropped 2 bombs. You are my angel. You're my darling angel. Closer than my peeps you are to me. So, we don't re-roll this yet. Instead, what we do is, instead of taking Bob's Rotten Head into our boss room, so that we can use it against the angel, that, well worth the cost of doing business there. We can take our D6 in so we can re-roll our angel room item into something better. If there is an angel room item, which there's not. There's no angel room at all. So instead we come back this way, and we reroll Bob's Rotten Head, and it becomes Stigmata, which is pretty good. And I'll walk on the spikes. And then I think, you know what? Let's practice good habits. Let's come back this way and explore the entirety of the floor because we can. Our second secret room's over here. Our shop's over here. Kane rules everything around me. You know, all manners of employment. That's a free D6 charge right there. Thank you, battery baby. Another key and penny as well. I'm just basically hoping to get enough money to be able to buy something from our shop. And if we don't like what it is, well, we can use one of our battery charges to get around that. Another key. Well worth it. And it's like basically I'm trying to wean myself out of this idea that we need to do boss rush on every single run. On every single daily, it's an incentive, don't get me wrong. Every single run, not necessary. Hive Mind, yeah, you know, I'll get it. Why not? Take it. Get our battery charge. No need to pop the moon card. You know what? We should not pop the moon card yet, but head in here and then go to our second secret room. You know what's nice about the moon card is that I'm spending our last bomb again, and I recognize this may look idiotic. However, the moon card saves us a bomb and allows us to go to our secret room on the next floor, where we may very well encounter more bombs. I don't know why we have the mom's contact effect occasionally. We have like half a mom transformation or something, and that's what happens. I find myself like mom's contact, like just its effect shows up all the time for reasons I don't understand. 2 paralysis pills, amazing. 1 balls of steel, real good. 1 tears up, real good. 1 pretty fly. You know, maybe my snark actually encouraged the game to hook us up there, because that was actually a really, really awesome, really awesome second secret room there. Once I got moving. No, we don't want this. We want this one. Yeah, lots of trinkets here. Still on pace to do boss rush. If it's in the cards for us, why not? If it's not in the cards for us, why? You know, we'll see if we can swing it. So right now, I recognize that we do have a moon card. You know what? As good as Maggie's Faith can be, especially fairly early, which we are, kind of like the idea of opening golden chests for free. So even though I'm recognizing it and maybe, you know, recognizing that it's better as well, I'm gonna stay away from it for now. Not that it's dangerous, just I wanna keep my options open, and I think this is a reasonably good way to do that. You know, we can open so many golden chests, we might be able to turn ourselves into a guppy transformation or something like that. Pick up a cricket's head. Now, I'm not using the moon card yet because I want to see if maybe there is a cursed room or even a boss trap room nearby, and I could actually teleport out. There is a boss trap room. We probably won't be able to teleport out of it. Ooh, this is... it's our last bomb, you dummy! Oh, well, I've done it again. What do you got for me? Well, actually, the lust fight feels way better now. Before, you were just kind of like, lust, it's okay. Now that you can actually... I get the significance of that, burnt penny, by the way, but now that you can actually get the spun transformation, get +2 damage fairly easily, because syringes are readily available, the lust fight into poison touch seems like an awesome kind of path. It's a decent bonus that has the potential to give you much more damage in the future as well. So what we could do, I mean, it depends how much you want to min-max it, and the answer for me is usually not as much as other people. So we could bomb, pick up burnt penny, get those pennies that are in that other room, probably pick up more bombs than we spent, but is it worth it? I don't know. There we go, we just got 10 bombs, fucking problem solved. We don't need to think about it again. It's probably not the most efficient use of an item room, considering we have a lot of rerolls and battery charges hanging about, but to never have to worry about bombs for angel statues again and thus subvert the possibility of catastrophic failure, I think this is a positive thing. Now, what I would really like to see on this floor is, obviously the angel statue. If we don't get it on this floor, I'm not going to say I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be slightly displeased. That was a surprisingly good dodge there. And, you know, the longer we go into the game without actually getting it complete, the key itself, that is, the more likely it is that it just will never become complete. And that's very dangerous. We don't want to worry about that. Let's go into our secret room now. I think we can use 4 bombs in here. We know we like a lot of the pills in our rotation, so... Try to get these lined up properly. Really? Right after getting a luck upgrade, we get 1 pill. We traded 4 bombs for a range upgrade pill. That's not really a staggeringly good haul. Trinkets are just out of control here. I would really like something that gives me a room clearing ability. Now that's like a big ask. It's not quite on the same level as being like, I'd like brimstone, but is it battery baby that's freezing the enemies? It must be. I saw it have like an animation in there. It's a big ask, but maybe like toxic shock could show up. That would be really dope. Toxic shock's a really good item, among the best in the game, but still maybe not appreciated enough that I can ask for it and feel like I have to apologize even though I already did. We'll see. Inside of our shop here, BFF, yeah, I mean, BFF is one of those items Oh, that was a mistake. When chat was telling me always get BFF, always get BFF, I thought it was like an in-joke, like a Twitch meme or something like that. You've heard of them. Now, I'm of the opinion that, like, BFF shows up, you fucking get it. Look, we don't have familiars that really seem to benefit from BFF right now, but at the same time, maybe we will in the future. It's very common to have them. Sometimes BFF can actually save your whole run. Sometimes you get Cube of Meat and it just carries your ass, like, the entire way. I'm gonna go back to the second secret room. Every bone in my body was telling me to go faster, because I'm lazy, and I recognize that. But the smart idea for us is to come back here. We already cleared out the room. You know, you could complete this Eternal Heart or something like that, get a rune that's valuable. There you go. It wasn't that much of a problem, you know, it was like a two second walk there. We got it sorted out. Try to practice a little bit more, you know, consideration in my Isaac life here. This should be our boss fight. A little bit behind schedule for boss rush. That's really a reflection of A, due diligence to some extent, but also B, not doing as much damage as I'd like. But that is something we can work on in the future. We do have small rock. I won't dispute that we have small rock, but I could use things that are better than small rock too. I think that bomb is gonna save us a lot of heartache. I've never really fought the Forsaken for much longer than this, so I didn't want to find out. Ooh, HP, it's okay. Halo is better. Man, no angel statue makes me think that maybe we are just saddled with this being like your everyday average run here, which is not bad. I was just complaining about not having access to those, although we would have taken our deal with the devil if that were the case. But it's a relatively minor thing in the whole scheme of things. The Halo, by the way, you might be saying now you can quit your belly aching about your damage. Not really. I mean, it's much better, but it's not enough better yet to be like, well, you know, we're totally fine. Looking for a teleportation card, and there it is. Either use that to teleport to Isaac on the Cathedral or out of boss rush. Or if our run becomes truly amazing, to teleport to Mom so we can do boss rush. I wouldn't get your hopes up about that one, but you know, stranger things have happened. See what's going on over here. This is our second secret room. Makes me think that this is our boss room directly above us. And I'm gonna go at that, full throttle here because I want to make sure that we have every chance possible to get the angel statue, which we just did. We got Trinity Shield, which is completely okay. One of the better angel room items, I think. Or at the very least, it's outside of the category of true horseshit. So, like, we didn't get something I can't even conceive of using. Like Lazarus Rag, for example. Which actually, now that I think about it, we were one hit away from respawning with Lazarus Rag on that Eve run, weren't we? And then beating it as Lazarus, which we'd already done. It's a shot speed down. We don't want to reroll the key piece, of course, because we need it to survive, win the run, but or win the run the way we want to win the run anyway. Yeah, that would have been disappointing because we've already done it as Lazarus, but at least it would have given us a pretty good chance at winning as well, just in an absolute context. All right, we got a reroll ready. We don't know what our item is going to be, but we have the reroll ready. You know what would be a sweet item? Look, I don't know if you guys are specking out items for an Isaac 2 or something like that. What about a Trinity Shield that reflects beams? You've already got the beam reflection technology working on the walls here. Maybe it's going to be a little trickier to do with something that's, you know, 2 moving points, but I have faith in you. If you can just get a reasonable facsimile done, that's the only thing that matters. It doesn't have to be, like, mathematically perfect. Nobody's going to run the math. Well, somebody will, but it won't be me. Adversary is a real pain in the butt. This is highlighting that our damage is not as incredible as I might like it to be, but still going okay. Tears. Caffeine pill. It's acceptable. Okay, that's great. Saves us a lot of backtracking, actually. We were going to have to do this anyway, so... or we were just going to go down to the next floor, which would have been a terrible decision. Instead, the game made the decision for me. So it looks like boss rush is, like, definitely not going to happen unless we get starter deck 2 Emperor cards. And that's fine. Hush. Also definitely not going to happen. It's not a good sign when, you know, you just picked up an all stats upgrade, but you're still kind of like, you know, let me use bombs against Chubb. Chubb's not tanky. It's just not necessarily encouraging. Bob's brain, man. In a way, you know, we've got BFF. I'm not super displeased with this pickup. I'm assuming BFF does make it do more damage, so If I'm wrong about that, then I gotta start rethinking a lot of elements in my life. But at the same time, you know, this room, it does very little for us. But in the future, you know, having a reliable damage source on the Mega Satan fight could be worth kind of a lot. I really just wanted to skip this room. Glad we didn't. Because we got a one makes you small pill, which is just okay. And I'm apparently doing an impression of a motorcycle. Let's see what we got in here. Spiders. Friendly spiders, though. Paralysis. Not my favorite pill. And telepills. And we could just teleport. Yeah, you know what? I don't want to see what we get here. I'm ready to go. Okie dokie. Well, I don't know how I feel about this run right now. It's probably below average for Kane, but it's not horrible. Where do we use this Emperor card? Well, I think the obvious answer is because we're not going to be fighting Isaac. You probably use the Emperor card on the, or we're not going to be fighting Blue Baby, sorry. Use the Emperor card on the Cathedral. Which is something that it's a piece of feedback people have been mentioning. Like, hey, why would you ever teleport? Well, I mean, it's been well trodden. Let's put it that way. But people were like, why would you ever teleport through the chest when the chest can actually give you items and is more fun? Just teleport through the Cathedral instead. Well, the chest is harder than the Cathedral, but I cede the point regardless. You're right. It is more fun. That's your one point that I think is 100% unassailably valid. Is the only one that matters. So I'm gonna make more of an effort to do that, but you know, we've been kind of sidetracked with this completion stuff, so it's gonna take us a while to settle into a habit, you know. I really can't go into the curse room right now. We need another spirit heart. Oh well, this could solve that relatively easily. It's a touch risky to do it, but we're gonna do it anyway. I guess we might as well do Swallowed Penny. Wow, this was piss poor haul. They coming around the other side? Yep. Oh, we're still fine. And still, pardon me. Something about that didn't feel right. Where did these extra Zambros come from? Got him? Got him. We're still not gonna lose our ability to get a deal with the devil. But deal with the angel, I should say. But this certainly makes it less likely. Hopefully, well, let's use another bomb here. Hopefully there's a spirit art there, and our problems are at least temporarily solved. What do you think about this arcade? I think we have enough HP to not be super worried about it. But at the same time, I'd like to get enough money to buy 2 items from our shop. I'd settle for 1 item. I'd also settle for a blood bag or an IV bag we could reroll, so we'll see how this looks. 24 cents plus a few bombs. That's more than enough for us to accomplish what we want to accomplish. I don't think we're at risk of death soon, so in that case, our death is not relevant. Check our secret room. Oh, I forgot we had placenta. I sounded grossed out, but actually I'm thrilled. Again, kind of like, you know, I don't know if we need to use bombs to blow those guys up. They'll probably give us some money. We could just play the blood bank instead. Okay, holy shot. Oh, holy shot. Stars will brightly shine. Sometimes I have moments where I'll be doing something like that impression of Aaron Neville singing Oh Holy Night, but about an item in the Binding of Isaac. And I just have this moment where I'm doing it, but in my head I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, you clown? PhD. We'll do it, and we'll get a Tears upgrade. And then we'll get this, and then we'll get this as well. We probably didn't need to buy the battery, but I figured, why not? That's not a good bomb placement. Remember, we still need to keep 1 bomb for the fight to begin with. The angel fight, I mean. In case there was any confusion. So I don't want to use bombs too prodigiously, but I kind of have. I don't have to, but I have been. And just hopefully we fucking find it here. I'm so sick of getting almost the key piece, but having to wait 9 floors to finish it. That was a great holy shot. Holy shot, by the way, great item. I think it's, look, I don't want to insult people. I think it's maybe a little overrated. A lot of the time, it doesn't seem to do maybe quite as much damage as I like it to. But that doesn't mean it's bad. It just means I think it's maybe overrated relative to where I would rank it. Oh, apparently you can just pop out. You don't have to start with a mom foot coming down if you stand too close to the bottom. I didn't know that. Did you know that? There's still a shadow on the ground of where the foot's gonna come out. But apparently this mom fight has no feet. Quentin Tarantino's gonna be very disappointed. That's fucked up. I shouldn't be making fun of someone for their foot fetish, okay? It was just meant as a lighthearted jab, but I apologize if that kind of fetish shamed you a little bit. I'm not into feet. Find them kind of weird looking. A little stinky. But if you're into that, hey man, I'm not the be-all end-all arbiter of sexual tastes. You know, best of luck figuring out what works for you. There's a deal with the fucking devil? Are you kidding me? It's a Guppy item. Good. I can't wait to take Guppy's collar. Well, we're not gonna re-roll it because, like, it doesn't do anything for us. We're kind of in a tough place here. I'd really like to be able to complete the key piece. We have about 2 more chances to do it, I suppose. I put myself in Quentin Tarantino's shoes, and I'm like, he's probably not ashamed. And he's wealthy. He's well off, I assume. But at the same time, it's like, I've never talked to this piece of shit in my life. And that's him talking about me, not me talking about him. He's gonna make fun of my fetish? You don't know anything about me. It's just kind of a weird... I mean, it's an easy joke to make, but at the same... I wanted to apologize, not to Quentin Tarantino, but to those of you out there who I may have made feel a little uncomfortable. I didn't mean to. I was just getting a cheap laugh. One might say... I made a little bit of a heel turn. Seriously, though, do whatever you want to do as long as it's between 2 consenting adults. Or 2 or more, I suppose. Or sometimes 1 and, like, an android. I don't know. It's all good. Doesn't bother me. This is our boss fight. I'm glad we made it in time. And by in time, I mean in time before I got bored of this floor or took so much damage that I was really at genuine risk. Headless Horseman. Holy Light doing some really good work against enemies that are standing mostly still. I appreciate that. Oh shit, we are in real, genuine trouble now. We did not get our key piece here. That frightens me. I'm not in a good place. It looks like our boss fight's probably... Usually, like, I apply like a very... I assure you it's complex. The formula that I have to figure out where boss room is. Right now, I'm like, bottom left... because it goes through a big room, but not straight down because that looks too, like, basic. That's too basic for Ed and Tyrone. They gotta throw a little twist in there somewhere. They gotta Shyamalan it. Now, I apologize to M. Night Shyamalan. I mean, it might suck if you're only known for the fact that your movies typically have twists. It must be hard to try to surprise an audience if you're M. Night Shyamalan, right? They're always going into it looking for the twist, looking for the twist. If you wanted to really, you know, give a twist to the audience, you gotta make a movie with no twist. It's gotta be like a, you know, a period piece or something like that. You gotta remake Little Women. And here's the twist. What if they were... No! They can't be little aliens, M. Night Shyamalan. I don't know. That became the Michael Caine joke that Bear and I are still trying to get off the ground because it almost never works. Not Michael! They can't be little aliens, mate! They've gotta be Little Women! It's the classic book! People are gonna go into it expecting Little Women, Michael! I want them to be little sandwiches. Michael, they can't be little sandwiches, mate. Doesn't make any sense. Please, please. There we go. This is not our boss room, but I still have faith that our boss room is the one to the side of this that I originally thought it was. And I have faith that we're gonna fight an angel statue. Oh, God save me. Can't wake up. I have faith that we're gonna fight an angel statue, and we're gonna get a key piece. You know, it's really weird to see that, like, you know, Bring Me to Life by Evanescence is like a meme song now. I talked about this before with All Star, but it's like a lot of songs from my adolescence are now becoming jokes. And, you know, I'm not meaning to insult anyone who's an Evanescence fan, especially if it's Quentin Tarantino. I've been on that guy's case enough today. But, yeah, I kind of thought that song was a joke when I was 13 and it came out. But if you're into it, that's okay. But it's really weird that these songs are, like, coming back. I don't know why. It's like, people are always like, what's old is new again. But I don't know if, like, Evanescence is old enough to be like, well, remember that cheesy song from the early 2000s? Maybe it is, though. I mean, I'm the guy who's always... Maybe I'm just mad they're encroaching on my territory of talking about, you know, cheesy songs from the early 2000s, like Butterfly by Crazy Town. Maybe that'll be the next big one. Probably not, though. I'm thinking Liquid Dreams by O-Town probably gets a spin around the old meme pond at some point. Well, this is fucked. I guess at this point we take a deal with the devil. Yeah, I mean, at least it's a good one. Thanks for the Mega Satan run, game. I appreciate it. I love how at the start of this run, I was like, well, you know, most of the time you can get a key piece, but some of the time you can't get a key piece. This is the time we can't get a key piece, apparently. It's still a great run. Oh, nice brim snapping. It's still a great run. Don't get me wrong. Damage is pretty good. Still one of the few times we've had an actual brimstone laser in Afterbirth. It's a surprising rarity for me so far. I'm sure the numbers will come more in line with the national average over time. Small sample size and all that. However, I'm disappointed that it just ended up being a Kane run. Luckily, my commentary was on point as always, so I am ill-concerned about the entertainment value of the product here, which is a licensed product of Northernlion Incorporated, so if you'd like to use it, you have to pay me $5,000. It's like the FBI logo before you watch this video. Those still exist? Like if you rent a Blu-ray or a DVD or something, does it still flash that FBI warning that's like, hey, if you copy videotapes, we're gonna throw you in jail? And that's how 99% of the American population ended up being in jail. Wouldn't it be sick if we got Dad's key right here? GB Bug. Explosivo. The Parasite. Flush. What the okay, that's a disappointment. I'm not going, by the way, I'm gonna make our way to the Blue Baby fight. I'm not gonna farm every room trying to get Dad's key. It's the odds of that are outrageously low, and we're probably better served to just start another run to try to make it happen. But the next run I do outside of like a daily will probably be a greed mode run. Because the last time we did greed mode, we could only donate like 4 cents before the flipping machine broke. But we'll let's put it this way, I'll be thrilled if Dad's key does show up. I doubt it will. If it does, I'd be thrilled, man. I took 3 of the items. Well, I guess I didn't have a choice to take 3 of the items here. Yeah, it's not like we could have left them. We didn't know what they were anyway. They could have been Dad's key, and then we just re-roll through them or something instead. What do you think, man? Give me some golden chests. Give me some Dad's key action. I believe in you. That's a horrible start, my dog. Almost got yourself killed. Had to escort it out of there. Alright, 7 keys for the teleporter. You're a god amongst key beggars. You cannot teleport into the Mega Satan fight. The relic is really good. You have redeemed yourself in the eyes of myself and the viewers. Infested. 1 makes you small. Okay. Well, we're gonna look for some more keys, I guess. But, you know, I know that you're thinking because you're watching this, the odds of me getting Dad's key are probably better. He wouldn't have posted it if he didn't get Dad's key. No, this shit's getting posted whether I get Dad's key or not. This video is done, man. It's in the books. I'm already thinking about, you know, the delicious glass of water I'm gonna have after this is over. I suppose we should try to kill Sloth last. Which we did, so we could have a reroll pedestal. What do you got? Kamikaze. Well, if all reroll pedestals are created equal, which they are, then this is completely the same as the other one for us. We have less rerolls than reroll pedestals, without a doubt. Lucky me. Really good Bob's brain shot there. Come on, man. What do we have? Glitter bombs. This is a pretty good item. What about ringworm? Does that work for us here? It does not work for us. Well, it probably works, but it doesn't do what I want it to do, I guess. Here comes the reroll. Dad's key. Distant admiration. With BFF, this is great, but that pretty much marks the end of the line for us here. I wish it could have been different. I feel like maybe like the second secret room. That's too easy. The crawls, they should make it so you can have a crawl space in the chest, and it should always contain Dad's key. Something like that. Just like one little fail-safe, like in case things go terribly wrong. You know, you just find the second secret room, maybe there's some rocks in it, you get a crawl space, you find it. I don't know. Something along those lines. Might as well take the tick, honestly. Save ourselves a little bit of time on the boss fight. What do you think? I haven't looked at the wiki in a long time, but do you think 2 Ultra Greeds can drop Dad's key? I think the answer might be, oh, apparently not. Okay, my mistake. So I'm gonna focus Trinity Shield down here, and unless those shots get behind me like they did right there, should be able to get Attack Fly in there, get the Brimstone shots in there, and still be like completely defended. This Brimstone Trinity Shield shit is, I'm a believer. Well, disappointing that we couldn't do Mega Satan. We tried, man. Either way, though, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, though, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time. See you then.